Welcome back to another Pokemon Throwback Thursday, where every single Thursday morning I post a video covering everything vintage. Today we're going to take a deep dive into EX Sandstorm, and then of course we're going to be checking our grails, gold star cards, shinings, crystal cards, and then we might do a little bit of shopping today also. And we do have to get thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Punch-Out Gaming. Punch-Out Gaming is my local game store that I go to, and it's the #1 game store in all of Minnesota. I've actually been to them all. Nobody can beat the variety. You can order right from their site too. They got stuff for everybody: Pokemon, sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, tons of video games and video game consoles. And they have one of the best selections of raw Pokemon cards that I have seen in the store. And I'm there all the time too. So if you plan on, stopping in, you can hit me up on Instagram or YouTube. And if I got time, I will definitely try to swing in and see you. But otherwise, the links are in the description, and they're only located 30 minutes north of the Twin Cities. Definitely check them out. All right, let's take a little peek at the set. Checking out EX Sandstorm. I mean, they got some nice holos, and they got Flareon, Jolteon, they got Arcanine, they got Espeon, one of my favorite Espeon arts actually. Love that one. But, even Umbreon, tons of evolutions in this set. But if you scroll down, it is definitely the EXs. This Aerodactyl EX is one of my favorite cards. So the only card I need from this set still is GVor. So I hunted all over eBay, and I did find a decent one, but still, the Typhlosion's beautiful. My Typhlosion is perfect. I'm definitely going to get it graded one day, but it is so clean. It's probably one of my cleanest cards for vintage. No joke. The Wailord's pretty expensive. Raichu's pretty expensive. Kabutops, I just love the red background on the Kabutops and the Aerodactyl. Even the orange on the Aggron is just sick. But all right, let's take a little peek at the GVor card that I found. Of course, not the best pictures. And I just found this morning. Still pretty decent. $50 or best offer. That's a little expensive. So we're going to check the recently sold and see if we can compare. So we got a Kabutops and a PSA 7 sold for $65. We got a PSA graded Aggron. That is driving me nuts. The same seller, they keep hiding the grade of the card on the first picture, and then they don't put it in the title. It's so annoying. We got a raw Aggron for $20. We got a reverse hollow Umbreon and a PSA 8 for $75. Beautiful Pichu in there for $9. Here's the Raichu, $35 or near mint. So I did click on a ton of these, and all the near mints definitely have, some whitening for sure. We got the Wailord here in a PSA 7, $60. Kabutops in a 9 for $100. It's not a bad price. PSA 8 Typhlosion for $90. We got a Beckett 8.5 Typhlosion for $95. Ooh, we got a PSA 10 GVor for $910, sold from Z&G. He's a fellow Pokemon YouTuber. We got an Aggron here for $45. We got a PSA 10 Aggron for $399 or best offer accepted. So quite the price difference between the GVor and the Aggron for sure. We got a basic CGC 10 GVor sold for $243. That's a huge difference too, but that isn't the pristine. So we got a probably pretty rough Kabutops for $25. We got the GVor here from Sweden for $41. Definitely not near mint. I would probably say lightly played. We got the CGC 7.5 Typhlosion for $60. We got the CGC 9 Kabutops for $95. We got a very good lightly played Kabutops for $40. I mean, these cards are just so affordable, to be honest. We got a PSA 10 Aggron for $400. And then a Kabutops for $10. Another PSA 9 Kabutops for $130. I think the Jolteon art is super crazy in this set. Sold for $36 for best offer. We got a Beckett 9.5 Raichu. Sold for $400. PSA 5 GVor for $40 a best offer. We got the Aggron near mint for $40. But yeah, the reason why I like collecting these sets too is like, if you just go back and look, if you're just collecting the EXs, that's 7 cards. Then you have the best cards from that entire set. Done. Set's complete. And yes, you could spend a lot more money and time getting all these cards to master set it, but by that time we could finish the next EX set of just the EXs. So that's what I collect now for like all the vintage sets that, weren't the first 3 generations, which I actually have master setted, because those are the cards I grew up with. A lot of those cards are my original cards, so I didn't have to buy a ton of the commons and uncommons and stuff. But yeah, I just like getting the super rare cards in the set. It's so simple. 7 cards. Easy peasy. Let's see if we can find any more GVors here. We got a CGC 9 for $160 for a Raichu. Here we got a Wailord. Mint condition, $105 raw. Wow. Beautiful looking card though. CGC 10 GVor for $230. Agron PSA 10 for $300. Here's a Typhlosion in the PSA 10, $580. Wow, I thought that'd get a hair more. All right, we'll check a few more and then I'll go shoot an offer on that GVor. We got the Kabutops, $70 our best offer. We got the Aerodactyl, $70. We got the Pikachu Reverse Holo in a PSA 9 for $105, best offer accepted. Raichu, $37, best offer accepted. Aerodactyl, $50. Here we got a GVor for $65 plus $4 in shipping. And that GVor was pretty clean. But all right, let's shoot this guy an offer. So it's a little blurry. $5 in shipping. I got a low ball. I'm going to do $32.50. You know, might just get declined here. I think when I hit continue, it'll show my card stuff. So I'll have to skip that part. But there we go. Offers sent. So hopefully they will respond in time. But all right, let's check out some booster packs of EX Sandstorm. So someone sold, wow, booster pack art set, $1,900. But just check out the Pokemon that are on the pack art. You know, Pokemon that would never get any love, you know, these days. Super crazy. Beautiful blisters though, wow. $1,900 for all four. We got a curved 17.5 Shiftry pack for $157. We got a Dusclops pack for $219, 17.5 grams. We got the Seviper, 17.4 grams, $237. We got the Zangoose, 216, 17.1 grams. We got another Zangoose, 180 plus $10 in shipping. We got a Dusclops, says Air, $250. And then we actually do have a booster box sale to $9,500 sold on September 23rd. All right, let's check out last week's sales of the Shining cards. We got a PSA 4 Unlimited Shining Charizard sold for $700. We got an Unlimited Shiny T-Tar, PSA 7, $375. We got an Unlimited Shiny Mewtwo Raw Heavily Played for $250. Unlimited Shiny Magikarp, $192. We got a Raichu Moderately Played Many Photos. I appreciate the many photos. $187. PSA 2 Shining Charizard sold for $510 for the Unlimited. First Edition Shining Gyarados PSA 6 sold for $650. Unlimited Shining Charizard sold for $1,085. We got a PCG graded 9 Shining Tyranitar. Never really seen that one before. $663 best offer accepted. We got a First Edition Shining Charizard, $1,700 raw. Wow. We got a PSA 8 Shiny Magikarp First Edition, $550. Unlimited Shining T-Tar, PSA 9, $600. We got a Unlimited Shining Gyarados, says damage for $180. Unlimited Shining Gyarados, PSA 3 with a swirl for $265. A lot of sales. We're still on November 4th. Shining Celebi Unlimited, PSA 8, $300. We'll do a few more here. We got an Unlimited Shiny Magikarp PSA 9 for $450. PSA 6 Raichu Unlimited for $315. Best offer accepted. We got a First Edition PSA 8 Shiny Noctowl, $525. Best offer accepted. And we got an Unlimited Shiny Gyarados PSA 1, $250. And to end it off, we got an Unlimited Shiny Magikarp for $167. And for deals, there's a PSA 9 Shiny Noctowl on eBay right now, $305 or best offer. And if we check the recently sold, a 9 sold for $345 on October 22nd. Another 9 sold for $320. That's a First Edition, sold for $530. We got a 9 here that sold for $310. Another 9 that sold for $310. Another one for $310. We got one right here for $275 or best offer accepted. But even at $305, you know, not too bad compared to the last two sales, so it might be worth it to shoot them an offer. We also have the Kabutops, $400 for best offer. Checked the recently sold, and it was $360 on auction. And then we got $338 plus $16 in shipping. And then what other 9s do we have? We got a 9 here for $392. So it is technically a little overpriced, but you never know what they'll take. You know, it might be worth it to shoot them an offer. All right, next we got the Gold Star cards here recently sold. We got the Gold Star Rayquaza in a CGC 1.5 sold for $1,298 in a 1.5. We got a PSA 8 Mew sold for $1,200. We got a PSA 8 Entei sold for $420. We got a Beckett Black Label Japanese 25th Anniversary Gold Star Umbreon sold for $545. That would be an awesome card to have a black label in because it's just, you know, kind of matches the label and such a nice card. We got a Portuguese Rayquaza Gold Star for 1,625. We got a Raw Regirock for 400. We got a PSA 6 Raikou for 247. We got a PSA 8 Registeel for 600. We got a Charizard PSA 8 sold for $3,277. Looks like we got a counter offer on that Gardevoir. We're going to finish this up first. We got the Entei PSA 8 for $361. Best offer accepted. We got a PSA 8 Latios for $1,900. We got a Raw Flareon for $244. Raw Regice for $195. Raw Gyarados for $260. The Regice does say near mint, but I checked. It is not near mint for sure. We got a CGC 4.5 Mewtwo Gold Star for $650. Best offer accepted. We got a Tag 10 Umbreon 25th anniversary Japanese, $100. That does look pretty nice in the tag slab, I will admit. Then we got a PSA 10 Vaporeon, $3,100. Best offer accepted. PSA 6 Vaporeon, $471. Japanese Rayquaza and a PSA 6, $3,277. And to end it off, we got a PSA 6 Jolteon Gold Star for $480. All right, I can't wait. Let's go check out this Gardevoir offer. So they countered with 40. So our original offer was $32.50 and now they're at 40. Don't want to pay 40. I'll go up to 35. See what happens. All right, let's get back to it. So we did find a decent deal. We got a PSA 9 Entei for $490. Best offer accepted. And then if you checked, recently sold, an 8 sold for $420, an 8 sold for $425, PSA 1 sold for $280. We got a PSA 9 sold for $500. We got a Beckett 9 for $470. Checking for more 9s. We got a 9 right here for $405. So that looks like that is the cheapest that we've seen. So definitely try to get it as close to $405 as possible. You never know. They might accept the offer. All right, hop into some crystal cards here. Not a ton of sales for these guys. So the Crystal Nidoking in a PSA 8.5 sold for $700. We got the Raw Celebi Damage still sold for $421. We got a PSA 1 Kabutops sold for $229. Best offer accepted. We got a Beckett 9 Nidoking sold for $620 plus $50 in shipping. We got a Raw Crystal Kabutops for $170 on auction. All right, we just got the notification for the Gardevoir. Pops up right behind my face cam, so you guys probably can't see it. They did not accept it, driving me nuts. They countered with 38. So I really don't want to pay that, so I'm going to put 35 and put most I can go. You know, I feel like you got a 50-50 chance when you do this. Half the time they're just going to accept it. The other half they'll either decline or counter again. But I think it's worth a try. There we go. Counter offer has been sent. Now, normally I would definitely want a ton of pictures, but, you know, I wanted to do it for the video. It's not the end of the world for me either, because I'm constantly getting cards in lots and I just replace cards if I'm not happy with the condition. So it's not the end of the world for me. But, you know, I really like doing this, especially a lot of people in the comments really liked me buying cards in the video. And this is literally what I do all day anyway. So, all right, let's hop to those crystal cards. The only card that I found that was decent on eBay is this Kingdra with a swirl. I know a lot of people that pay a lot of money for a swirl on these crystal cards. Yeah, it says near mint plus. Definitely not near mint plus for sure. But just the swirl is so beautiful and the placement of the swirl is really top notch. You know, $420 our best offer. Might be worth it to shoot them an offer if you are a big swirl collector, but definitely a little overpriced and not near mint plus for sure. All right, they countered again. Did not accept my offer. And they countered with $38 again. Driving me nuts. So I'm going to do 35 again and then put, I can't pay more without more picks. Kind of hard to type with one hand. Yeah, so let's see what happens there. All right, and the last thing we are checking is EX Team Rocket returns, which has been driving me nuts lately. I cannot find these cards raw in clean condition anywhere. Any card show on eBay or anything. Last sold, we got the Zapdos in a PSA 9, $400. We got the raw Mewtwo, $323. We got a raw Hitmonchan, $110. And I checked all these. Like the Mewtwo's pretty clean, but it's also $323. And to end it off, we got a damaged Rockets Articuno for $60. Best offer accepted. There's just barely any sales. And the only card that I found that was somewhat decent is this Rockets Hitmonchan. You know, not the best condition, but not terrible. $125 or best offer. You know, might be worth it to shoot him an offer, but still, you know, such terrible pictures. So yeah, those are all the cards we're going to check for today's video. I will let you guys know what happens with the GVor if they accept the offer or not. Of course, they're going to be all slow now, but I'll try to put it in here. Otherwise, I'll let you guys know in the comments. And then too, if you guys like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment, especially if you guys like vintage. But otherwise, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon What If Wednesday, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.